What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench Repeat, the series you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along with me. And I've got a whole array of things in front of me, including my Imperial Knight, which I'm just going to pop over to one side for now, because I'm doing something a little bit different at the moment. I'm in the process of making something. Oops, didn't glue that one down. And that one won't be glued down either. Yes, I'm in the process of making something. I'm making a painting sort of station that I can use to hold my paints. Most people use a painting stick, but I'm using this because I want to. So that is what I'm currently doing. Now I'm just gonna pop the camera down. So like I say, this is the series you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along with me. But most of you know the score by now of what it entails. So it entails me talking in the background at you whilst you paint along. Usually I'm painting, and I will be today. Why have I got this project? Because when I clear my current bench, the next kind of production line is going to be one of two things. It's going to be a load of Gribblies monster things for my Ghostbusters, excuse me, or it's going to be like a load of zombies from Zombicide. Either way, I'm going to need a painting station from which to start my painting endeavours, so I can spray them with an undercoat, whether that's through an airbrush or with a rattle can, you know. Either way, it doesn't matter. For the zombies, I've still got this. It's a primer. It's necrotic flesh. I think there's probably just enough in there to do my zombies. If I lay them out here, I can just quickly spray them all. So I'm assembling this with all my bits and bobs here. Oop. This way I can paint a load of them at once, even if I'm just hand brushing them, primering. That makes, you know, quite a bit of sense. I've got some odd sizes going down the middle there, but that's okay. Or odd colours. That's all right too. And I can just pop them down there, can't I? That's good. Yeah. So I've got coffee today. Decaf, which is what I sometimes drink during the day, because, you know, I'm trying to cut down on my caffeine intake. I've got it in my R2D2 mug. I won't be doing this all the whole session, so don't worry about that. I also need to finish up the sealing of my Arcane Tempest gun mages here. Yeah, so going to be sealing the tops of those before I can go on to do like any sort of showcase or whatever. Let's zoom in a little bit as well. There. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just dragging out. See, over the years I've collected a lot of lids from bottles, mostly water bottles. So they're mostly from water bottles. And that's what I've been using for my to hold, you know, like these to put my miniatures on. They make great little holders. One thing I am running short on at the moment is blue tack. I don't know where all my blue tack's gone, actually. I really don't. I really don't. That's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll find it somewhere, I'm sure. So now I can put miniatures on these and I can just spray them and job done. I do believe it'll be the zombies actually, because these guys I hand painted the primer on, which is very thin, goes on very, very thin, and that's exactly the type of effect I was looking for. I do need to get them up to speed, up to the same sort of level. So I'm using Gorilla Glue here for this endeavour. Got so much going on at the moment, it's untrue. Right. So he's on. Oop. I don't want it to be too bunched up, but I would like some kind of compactness. Gives you choice then, doesn't it, over where you place the miniatures. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing right here, right now. Got a whole bunch of super glue on my hand now, which is not what I wanted. Funnily enough, strangely enough, that's not what I wanted. Just get rid of that, at least as much as I can. Bin. Right. So making a painting station, not a painting station that you spray into. A painting station that you spray onto. So let's see how I work out where. I'm gonna have them kind of like a bit like that, I suppose. Have it a bit like that. I'm super excited. Also, I'm excited to be painting this guy as well. Now we've got some colour down on him. We got some primer on him, and I'm really pleased to be able to do that. Ecto 1. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's not looking very good at the moment, but that's because he's at the he's just had his contrast stage. He's just had his contrast. There's been a few stages to get to that point, but once the next airbrush goes on him, he will start to look a lot better. I did actually wonder what I was going to use this. This is actually the lid of a bread bin. This wooden thing here. I thought I was going to be using it for a base for a diorama of some sort, but I think this is a much better use for it. Much better use. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There'll be about 25 on here. So being able to spray 25 at a time will be good, you know. It's super glue, so it won't take that long. But yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with how that's coming along there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, see if we can get 26 on here then. I've still got the last 3 here. So Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue! I'm wondering, yeah. Alright. Yes, that's good. This is good news. Now we can go there. This is excellent. Really excellent. There, so that will give me 26 places I can adhere models to. And that's assuming, of course, it won't just all fall off. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Pretty chuffed indeed. I need to place that to one side so that we can get on with our what's the word I'm looking for? Our bench endeavour. Yeah, that's it. Our bench endeavour. So, what are you working on? I'm just shaking up some acrylic matte varnish. Get these guys done, and then on to Imperial Night, I think. Awesome Gribblies. Gribblies, I like that term. Gribblies. I like the term Gribblies because, I don't know. I just do. Right, so getting the varnish on here. War Machine. I mean, a lot of War Machine models are metal. I've got some plastic ones, but you know, a lot of them are metal. King Tempest gun mage. There's other gun mage type characters you can get anyway. Thanks to the book I got from Ralph, it shows that there are other ones that I might have to look out for because they look quite neat. Some leadership ones, is like command models. Right. So when I've done these, putting them over there. That's one. He wasn't one. He was like the opposite of what I did for the tutorial. He's facing the other way. Yes, I did one of these for tutorial back along, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of my more enjoyable tutorials because I wasn't doing it to a display standard or anything. I was just doing it to a tabletop standard, and I don't know. I just think the poses and the metal of the miniature, these miniatures, they just lend itself well to a good paint job. I find it hard to put into words, but suffice to say, I was very pleased, more than pleased with the outcome. Right, so that's 2. I will easily get onto the Imperial Knight. Easy. And I intend to do flags and motifs for this. Not flags, banner It's a banner more than a flag. The banner in between the legs of the Imperial Knight, and the kind of motif on the shield, which on this model is raised. So I'll be painting that on directly. Whereas on the last one I had it was just a transfer. Right. This might have been the model. Either that one or that one. One of them anyway. One of these models here. I'm looking forward to cracking on with either Zombicide or Ghostbusters. I believe I would like to crack on with Ghostbusters on the bench series next, because well, I need to spray the Zombicide ones with that necrotic flesh. I'll have to do that outside if the weather's okay. The weather is appropriate for that. A little bit more. Ooh. A little bit more of the varnish. These are really nice models. They have a look akin to pirates of old, and I do like that look. I suppose you could use these for 5 parsecs from home as well. These models, a lot of these War Machine models, you could, I think. Yes, I've been reading 5 parsecs from home, or going through the book. Pretty cool stuff, right? I'm actually dying for my coffee, but I want to get this dude done first. My wife's really busy at the moment with her job where she works, and I'm still looking to get in there with her. Well, not with her. I wouldn't be on the same team as her. They don't really allow that anyway. But you know, on the same, maybe the same project, or you know, even a different department. Just because you're all working towards the same goal, and it's just cool. Right, that's that done. Excellent. Right. Let's bring some water over. Oh, and of course we will need paper towel, paper towel. Can't find my paper towel. Where the freaking hell is my paper towel? Oh my goodness. Well, I've got it. My goodness. Whew. You know, we're at nearly 20 minutes already. Can you believe it? I can't. Right. Now. Ooh. Now for the good stuff. Bring in the Imperial Knight. So I'm going to need to raise the camera somewhat. So there's the banner between the legs, and the shield is there. I think I know what I'm going to do with the shield. I think it says. Get the palette ready. Right, before I do anything, coffee. It's long overdue. Oh, yes. Oh, right. Right, so Desert Yellow is what I'm going to use on the shield. That shield for the base of the raised part on the shield. Desert Yellow, because I want to. Oh, Desert Yellow. Bit of water with that, I think. Yeah, that's more like it. Yes. Once I'm done here, after the session, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mount all the Zombicide figures on that painting station I've created, and I am going to spray them with the primer undercoat. Necrotic flesh, that should save me a lot of time. Right, so this is an Art Master Series 0 brush. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just painting the raised areas of this shield. I did the recess washes on him last time, or her. Did the recess washes on her last time. There. There's a chain under this wolf mane thing here that I'm doing. Not sure whether to do that gold or not. Don't know. Yeah. So this is more like a Kinder Brown. This Desert Yellow. But I think it will play very well because I'm going to put a yellow on top of it as well. Yeah, I'm going to do a yellow on top of it and then maybe bright yellow on top of that. You know, getting further and further in, of course. Oops, someone's beeping their horn. How's people getting? Well, I meant to ask. I'll ask it this because I know I do these in advance, but I'll ask people how are you getting on with the new fuel which we've changed over to. Personally, I haven't put any in my car yet because I haven't been anywhere. But how are you finding it? Is your car running okay on it? Is it doing less miles? It costs more. You always seem to get screwed over with that, don't we, with the cost? And there we are. Do little bit more, a bit I not forgot, but missed a bit, sort of. Right. There we are. Brilliant. And there it is. For the banner, we're going to do maybe Ulthuan Grey, maybe. Got an airbrush Ulthuan Grey there, which I'm going to use on the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I'm just turning around to have a look at my paints. Do it in Stratum Grey. Yeah, we'll go with Ministratum Grey, and then we'll go grey white. I think that's what we'll do. Oh, 27 minutes. Whoa! So I'm very excited to be able to get going on my Zombicide. It's taken ages. It didn't help that I got poorly when I started the project. Really didn't. And I think that's such a knock-on effect for me. This paint's dried out. There's a ball bearing in it, so need to try and get the ball bearing out, and then find if I've got another Administratum Grey. Right, got the ball bearing out. Ministratum Grey. Oh, I do hope we have another one. Ministratum Grey, Celesta Grey, no. Loads of them. Got Ulthuan Grey. I might have to go with that if I can't find it. Administratum Grey. And it's already got a ball bearing in it by the sounds of it. Well, I've got a lot of greys. It's a throwback from a zombie tutorial I did a long time ago. It was the Walking Dead zombie tutorial. If I come across it, and I'll put the link to that. What are we about halfway through this? If I come across that, I'll do that, but the chances are I will miss it. Basically, with that game, I wanted to have the zombies in black and white and the characters in colour, paint-wise. You know, I wanted the zombies to be like a monotone. Okay, right. So we're on the banner now, and it's the same logo, as it were. Same logo. But the banner's red. And the shield is obviously metallic. There we are. This is very exciting. Oop. One of my Gribblies has attached itself to my arm. No, Gribbly. they've probably got actual proper names as to what they are in the Ghostbuster rulebook. Trouble with rule books, you start reading them and you start reading other rule books. You end up reading several at once. Well, I do anyway. That's just the way I roll. Okay, you're on the wolf now. Yes, we're gonna have this same logo as it. I'm calling it a logo. It's a wolf logo. I like it. I like it a lot. So I will eventually, in the fullness of time, be getting another Imperial Knight, same as this one. And I'll just build it slightly differently. Been working on my haunted house project as well, which I'm loving, by the way. I really am loving that. Restoring board games is it can be a very rewarding experience. I'll say that. Sorry, the reason I'm a bit silent at the moment is because I'm concentrating. Really concentrating here. Don't want to get grey on the actual banner bit. There. So once again, we'll have to I might do the chain in black actually. So there. So that's the state of play with that. So that's good. I can pull my paints forward a bit. Actually, I don't know if I like them behind me that much after all. I like them to the side. Here I can just go at a glance to my paint. Okay. Okay. Question is, do I do the black on the shield and banner for the chain, and then a wash, or a wash and then the black? That is a good question. Good question. Don't have a good answer for you though. Whilst I'm here though, let's have a look at. I need to remind myself what the colour Balor brown looks like. Oh, it's pretty identical to that suntan, that desert tan yellow thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the teeth of these Gribblies in it. No, I'm not. No, Pete, you're not. Tell you what, I am going to do them in though. White, grey. Just give it a bit of a shake. I'm super looking forward to that. Doing the rest of those. Ooh. So what are you working on? Did I ask you? If not, I have now. What are you working on? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments below. Right. Okay. I need to take that ball bearing out. Put it rolling around the pallet. Alright, okay. So white, grey. I'm not going to do... I would do Baylor brown or the desert yellow if I was going for a higher finish. Okay. I'm going to be training today, karate with my wife. First time we've done that in ages because we were both poorly. And one thing and another has just not lent itself well to our training. But we're back now. We're back. We're able to do it again. Yeah, I like that. I need to look in the book to see about eyes or gums or... because they're not creatures as such. They're ghosts. Yeah. I want to do their nails the same. Now there is an expansion you can get for this game, Ghostbusters 2. Yeah. The Aphomatic Blue, which is what it is, I believe. Yeah, Aphomatic Blue goes on really well. It really does. I tried a couple of different ones on it, and Aphomatic Blue was by far the best result I felt. Yeah. So yeah. So let me know what you're working on. That'll be good fun. I always like to know. Whether you're working on your own stuff or commissioned stuff. Yes, it's white grey. It's a very, very, very light white. White. It's a very light grey. Off white, really. There we are. Some might say it's a bit. What I'm doing with these is a bit much for just a bunch of Gribblies. But you know, I like them to look good on the board. When I do a playthrough, this is going to look so much better. I just prefer cool looking things. Yeah, so teeth will be white eventually. In the middles, very middles. Wow, that took me a little time to do. I may get these 3 done. I may not. Okay. Yeah, so after this video is concluded, I will be loading up my painting board. Yeah, painting board, that's what I'll call it, painting board. With zombies. So I'll do the teeth first, and then I'll do the claws. So they've got a big round thing. I don't know if that's the eye or not. Could make it an eye, couldn't I? I could paint it as an eye. That'd be quite fun, I think. So I'll just paint it white and then to put a black dot in the middle of it, in the center. Oh, I mean, I spoke to my cousin from Germany the other day. First time I spoke to her in years, you know, maybe 10, 11 years. And then the last time before that I spoke to her, it wasn't for very long. It was like a family function she'd come over for. But anyway, I digress. She was the one that, with her sister, they used to play the game Haunted House with me. They had the game, you see. The one I was totally obsessed with. And she made me a copy of it because, you know, I was obsessed with it, and, you know, obviously my parents couldn't get a hold of it, but she made a version of the game for me. I was slightly disappointed she didn't remember that though. She remembers playing the game, but she doesn't remember making me one. She said, "Well, that sounds like me though." I just get hyper nostalgic when I look at these things, you know. But yeah, that's me, Mr. Nostalgia. That's 2 down. Got 2 to go. And if I push myself, I can get this done. I can get it done. And I've got to do all these teeth again later. I won't bother doing the claws again because it's such a small detail. But I will do the teeth with pure white. Maybe a matte white, who knows. How am I going to varnish these? That's a good question. Do I gloss varnish them or matte? I think gloss, because they're a bit slimy anyway, aren't they? I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I think I'll gloss. I don't know about satin. Might make them too creature-like. And yeah, they are creatures, I grant you that, but they are ghosts primarily. I know what I mean. I know what I mean. I've got to do the bases of these as well with some dry brush. Longbeard grey. Oh no. Yeah, Longbeard Grey, because they're on the Astro Granite Debris texture paints. There we are. Last one. I mean, of the four, I want to crack on with the others because I don't want to lose sight of what techniques I used on them. So I'm going to be I already can't remember whether I used a white primer or a grey primer on them. Just can't remember. So many good games that I've got, and I don't get the latest ones. I just, I get when it comes to board games, I get what I can when I can. If I see one, in a charity shop, great, fantastic. I've yet to see something like a miniatures board game in a charity shop, though. Don't see them in charity shops. Do see some cracking board games in there. I got a great Doctor Who one the other day, several weeks ago now, but in a charity shop. Couple quid, job's a good un, and even if you hate the game, you've got a nice lot of spares for things. Counters, dice, usually. All manner of good stuff. Alright. This is good. Yeah, so I'm going to have to literally go back and watch the Ghostbusters project, see if it says what primer I used on these guys. Is it white or is it grey? Or doesn't it say at all? That's them done anyway. Hey, 52 minutes, not bad. Glasses off. Zoom out. Wow. Well, that's been quite an adventure. Whew. Oh, back's aching. Hunched over too long. Well, I'll have a cup of coffee, sip of coffee. Would help if I undid the lid. So, done some work on Imperial Knight, done some work on gun Arcane Tempest gun mages. They're sealed now. Done some work on the Gribblies for Ghostbusters. Yeah, I'm pleased. So thanks ever so much for joining me. If you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. Please, helps me out immensely, and it helps the YouTube algorithm to suggest the video to other YouTube users. Share if you can. And if you really want to help me out, I'm in big style, check out my Patreon campaign, link on the home page. Just click on the Patreon icon or the patron icon, become a patron, and you will gain access to exclusive videos, behind the scenes paint alongs, tutorials, all sorts of good stuff, depending on the level you choose. So once again, thank you very much. Remember, all brushes lead to all, my friends. I'll see you on another video. By the way, the weather's rubbish today. Just want to throw that in there. Bye for now.